Recast T'Challa update. Y'all, we had a fantastic week for Recast T'Challa. This was a great week indeed. So I'll just kind of give you guys a little timeline of it. In case you didn't know, Lovey Ajayi Jones. That's a homie, right? So like I went to college with her, U of I, shout out ILLINI. I'm not gonna pretend like we was best friends, like we didn't hang it like that. It was just like there weren't a lot of black people, so people kind of sort of knew each other. But I will say that is definitely the homie, and I've loved her success and her growth. She is a 3-time New York best-selling author. Her latest book is Rising Troublemaker. And she has just been killing it in the social media influencer game. She had recently been watching What If on Disney Plus, and she had I commented on there, and I was like, yeah, great show, opens up all the possibilities. By the way, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, recast T'Challa. And she was like, yo, I'm on board with recast T'Challa 100%. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she was like, yo, I wrote a whole blog about this, but I ain't never published it. I was like, yo, you publish that sucker, you give me that link, I will share it everywhere. Let's ride. And she did that. And y'all, when I tell you, her blog is something that I remember Isaiah Thomas was talking about, how he and his wife read her blog. Like, influential people, a lot of blue checkmark people read her stuff. She is a big deal, right? So she wrote this piece, and y'all, when I tell you she put her foot in this, she said Marvel should recast T'Challa now. Y'all, I have to tell you, please go read this. Read every sentence on here. This is the business. She went in on this. You could just read from the headlines. T'Challa, not just Black Panther, it's too important to be erased from the universe. She talks about how his story still needs to be told, how she still wants to see Storm out there. She talked about how superheroes don't die. Y'all see the 5011 Batmans and Jokers and Captain Americas and Supermans and all these other people. And yo, miss us with all the these were in different universes. And let me tell you something right now. The average person don't care about those technicalities like that. People don't go into a James Bond movie and be like, what universe is this? Is this the other universe? Oh, okay, yeah. So that's not that. They go in for James Bond. That's it. It doesn't matter. We nerds will trip out over the distinguishing factors of we're in this universe or this was rebooted, or the average person don't care about that. They don't care. They want to see Superman, whether it's Christopher Reeves or if it's Henry Cavill. They want to see James Bond, whether it's Sean Connery, rest in peace, or whoever. Like, it does not matter. Daniel Craig. Like, people go for the characters. They don't care about all this technicality stuff. Stop trying to impose that stuff on reality. They don't care about that. You think people really care who's Spider-Man? They just want Peter Parker Spider-Man. They don't care if it's Tom Holland or if it's Andrew Garfield or if it's Tobey Maguire, the GOAT. They don't care. They just want Spider-Man and Peter Parker. So anyway, she goes in. T'Challa is necessary representation for the culture. Come on. They get countless and we get one, and that one is gone. Let me go to my favorite line. What did she say? Let's see. This is one of them. T'Challa, even beyond his physical capabilities, when he dons the Black Panther suit, means so much to so many people. He means so much to Black people. That's not my favorite quote, though. She talks about the little kids and how it's painful. It's painful for them. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite quote on this whole thing. To let T'Challa die is to say, even in fantasy, we can't have fantasy. We can't have happily ever after, even in our own fairy tales. But everyone else can. I struggle with that. This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying from the jump. This is why I've said having Chadwick pass in real life is enough. We don't need to double down on Black Death in the fictional storytelling. This should be an escape. Everybody knows what happened. It's going to be very rare. I think it'll be very rare for anyone going into Black Panther 2 not knowing Chadwick Boseman, the main actor, passed away. So whether they recast now, whether they recast later, come on now. I think we can be sophisticated enough to understand why, if we were to see someone else under that role of T'Challa, that we could put two and two together and be like, yeah, we understand. We get it. Y'all can sit here and believe in magic, time travel, and a talking raccoon, but you can't grasp, you can't wrestle with another actor trying to continue what this man started. Can we stop with that? I know we grieve differently. I know we do. But I'm going to need us to stop trying to underestimate how strong we really are. And I'm not trying to leverage this stuff. I'm not trying to use Chadwick's illness against it or whatever. But I do want us to just kind of keep things in perspective. This man was dedicating his life, his energy in the midst of his sickness and illness to give us that character. He wanted us to see the character and not him. You don't think you could be a little uncomfortable for a little while to see someone else pick up what he started? It's just a little uncomfort. We always get over these things. Most of us do. I'm not saying it wouldn't be jarring. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a little different, but different isn't bad. Another actor is not bad. No one is going to come in and be like, how can I act like Chadwick Boseman? No actor will do that. Did Don Cheadle do that? Is Don Cheadle going into to Iron Man talking about like, hey, man, can I be the next Iron Man? No, he's not trying to act like Terrence Howard. Don Cheadle's acting like Don Cheadle. He's still playing the same character. Is Mark Ruffalo trying to act like Ed Norton? No. He's playing Banner the way he wants to play him. So this idea that somebody's going to come in and try and play like Chadwick and it's going to be weird, that's not what's going to happen. It's not how any of that happens. They're going to play the role. They're going to bring their own flavor to the role. Just because you switch up the variety does not mean it's going to be bad. Anyway, one thing that I absolutely loved about this was that Lovey also shared her article. Of course, I shared it. I pushed it everywhere I could find. But it was very, very reassuring and really nice to see that in addition to all the comments, in addition to all the support that was coming up, y'all, we got probably a little bit more confirmation, which I absolutely love. And that was from the family. From listen, I told y'all we don't talk about. I'm not pressing the family unless they come out in public and talk. If you in public and you make a statement or something, now I'll talk about. I ain't talking about his wife. I ain't talking about his other brother. I ain't talking about nobody else. When I talk about his family, I talk about Derek Boseman specifically. And now we can also talk about Derek Boseman's daughter, who decided to chime in on that very blog post on Facebook. She says, my dad, his brother, Derek Boseman, has said the same thing in regards to recasting T'Challa. This is based off conversations they have had and statements Chad has made. I want you to think about that for a second, because I remember online when it was announced that Derek Boseman made his statement where he was like, yo, I would like to see T'Challa recast, and I believe Chadwick would like T'Challa recast too. A lot of people were saying, how would he know? Did he ask Chadwick if he wanted to be recast? Did Chadwick specifically say he wanted to be recast? How would he know? Never mind the arrogance in such a question and the audacity and the gall. This is his older brother. Probably around changing this guy's diapers. Like, he knows them. He knows Chadwick way longer, way more than everybody else that works at Marvel. I could guarantee you that. Chadwick was a very private person, but he was all about family, according to them. He was all about family. So how dare you sit here and question what his own brother said? His own flesh and blood. Like, they lived together. They grew up together. I think he would have a little bit more insight on how Chadwick felt about certain things. I think. And the fact that the niece was able to confirm that this is based off of conversations that they've both had and statements that Chad has made. What more do you need? And the reason why I bring this up is because you can't sit here and tell me that this movie is dedication to Chadwick and potentially you kill off his character. That's where the conflict lies. Now, if you wanted to say, we just gonna do whatever we want to do with this movie, it's not in dedication to nobody. Okay. I might not like it, but at least you being clear about it. But if you're saying it's in dedication to this movie or to this person, it's to honor and celebrate this person, and you're doing something that potentially could contradict what that person actually wanted, this is where the problem lies. Now, again, some people will say, this is Marvel's IP. It's Marvel's character. Marvel can do whatever they want to do. You're right. You're right. Then don't dedicate it to Chadwick. Don't tribute to him if you're going to just kill off his character. If you're not going to recast ever. If you're going to do things that are contrary to what the man actually wanted, don't put his name in your mouth then. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But if you do say, this is about Chadwick, guess what? I'm going to go to the primary sources. Is this what Chadwick would have wanted? Is this how Chadwick thought? That's the issue. I'm not trying to make Ryan Coogler a villain. I'm not trying to disparage the feelings of the cast and crew. I feel for all of them. They work with this man. They knew him way better, more than I did. I feel for them. I feel pain that they're still grieving for this man. But there's still a problem. When you are given so many different options to celebrate, honor, and tribute this man, if a third repetitive death, potentially, because I'm going to still give him some wiggle room, if a third death is in the cards, I need y'all to reevaluate some things. Because the man's own family said that ain't what he would have wanted. If I say, yo, bury me in white when I pass away, and y'all want to bury me in black, what are you doing at my funeral? Why are you there? I asked to be buried in white. Anywho, thanks to the outpour of support, we have officially crossed the line and gotten to 60,000 signatures for Recast T'Challa. I'm gonna actually have that goal adjusted. I think I'm gonna drop it down to like maybe 65 or 7,000, just to make it a little more attainable. But we have crossed that line, and I am so proud. I am so happy. I am so proud of everyone's continuous support, of sharing the the article, sharing the petition. Y'all, it goes such a long way. And I can't tell, I still got some more stuff I need to share. I told y'all as well, this is a marathon. Like I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to get that boost. This is why I was telling y'all it's gonna go quiet sometimes, and then it's gonna jump up sometimes. When the trailer comes out, you better believe this thing about to come back in the news. You better believe we finna make this trend again. Trust and believe that. So, either way, I'm glad we got here. So happy that we finally made it to the 60. But yeah, we are here. I am so glad that oh, by the way, so if anybody's looking for the link to the petition, all you have to really do is just go to change.org/recast T'Challa. Change.org/recast T'Challa. You put that in there, it'll take you right there. And that will get you to the petition. But anywho, y'all let me know, how are you feeling about the Recast T'Challa movement? How are you feeling about Chadwick Boseman's niece, Derek Boseman's daughter, verifying, basically giving us a little bit more confirmation that Derek Boseman and Chadwick Boseman had conversations about the role of T'Challa, and that is what has backed his belief that the role should be recast, and that's what Chadwick would want too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.